Hi everyone, welcome to another edition of the Right Way Wednesday. Today I'm in Columbia at an RD meeting and here with Michael Brophy, right? Did I say that right?
Correct.
A physical therapist and rehab director of Loris Nursing and Rehab. Where is that?
That is about 30 minutes from Myrtle Beach.
Okay, all right. I've never been there. Been to a lot of our buildings, but not that one. We wanted to talk a little bit about group and concurrent today. I hear from your regional vice president that you are one of the champions of group and concurrent for Healthcare Heritage in her region, and so I wanted to kind of pick your brain a little bit.
Okay.
So tell me first of all, how do you go about scheduling groups and taking a look at who's appropriate for what?
So we've started more and more. I've been asking the therapist to come up with some patients that they want to do a group with.
Okay.
So grouping those like patients is much easier to actually achieve a group than if you're just picking people because they're med A.
Right.
So I would,
Yeah.
a lot of times I'll say, who do you want to do a group with, or can you think of some people that would work well together? And then off of that, they'll generate ideas. Well, these 4 people are going home within the next 2 weeks, so we need to do car transfers. So my PTA will say, okay, I want to do car transfers with these people. She'll pull her car up and take all 4 of them outside and actually do a car transfer with each one of them.
Okay, great. That's
So
pretty cool.
yeah, and it works out when they have input. It's definitely easier on me, but it's way more easy on them that they don't get that patient in the group that they know is not going to really fit, because they're treating the patients every single day, whereas an evaluating therapist, I'm not necessarily seeing them 5 days a week.
Right, I love that. As a rehab director, it's important to get their input right because it has to be clinically based.
Right.
It has to be a clinically based decision, so that's great.
And on scheduling, the other thing is, back before PDPM, we were generally doing 60-minute groups just because that was easy math for rugs. And now, and I think 60 minutes, a lot of times the therapists feel like they're reaching for that last little bit. And so what we've done is either scheduling a 45-minute group, pretty much like all my OT groups are 45 minutes, and then some of the shorter, like more specific groups are 30 minutes. Like the car transfer group was only 30 minutes. OT, if they do an ADL, like a hip kit training group, they'll do 45 minutes because that gives them just enough time to get through every single device.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if they do a cooking group and they have 6 people in their group, that'll probably be an hour-long group because they have 6 different people that are cutting, chopping, everything like that. Somebody's going to the stove, somebody's going to the oven. So they need more time because that's a lot more setup for them
Right.
than the patients.
Tell me, what's been your favorite group so far?
Definitely the cooking, because I get to enjoy the benefits of that. And the patients love it because they'll come back, like after everything's been put in the oven and the group's kind of finished, the therapist will go down to each patient's room and like give them a little, like bring a bowl of the chili to them, or we make a lot of banana bread, so they'll go take them a slice of the banana bread so that they actually get to be part of it, enjoying the end product.
Is your speech therapist involved in any groups?
Not yet.
Not yet? Okay.
Not yet.
Yeah, that's okay, because we're seeing sort of as we learn and grow and expand, I guess, our knowledge base about groups, we're seeing more and more speech therapists sort of jump in and see the value of it. So it sounds like you're gonna be able to get there soon.
One day.
So tell me about your overall reactions. Clearly they like the cooking groups, but
Mhm.
your overall reaction from your patients who are participating in these groups. Good, bad, and different?
Usually it's pretty good, and I find that we get some patients who are cheerleaders, and they like being in the group because they get to interact with the other people a little bit more positively. Just everybody standing up. Last week they saw this patient who couldn't, they were hip fracture and it was post-op day 5, so they could barely even stand up, and you're in a group with that patient a week later, and you're all doing sit-stand transfers, and all of a sudden this person who the patient saw them last week and they know that they weren't doing that well, they'll say, oh, she's doing great, or we do some walking and one person will walk and they'll say, oh, they're doing so much better than when they first came in. That's just amazing. So it's kind of like positive reinforcement for everyone. Therapists, there's therapist satisfaction there, but also the patients get to kind of cheerlead each other, which is really nice sometimes.
Well, that's great. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time.
No problem.
Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day and happy documenting.